What if I told you that the very first part of your body to start giving up on you isn't your heart, your memory, or even your eyesight, but your legs? And here's the shocking part. This silent decline often begins far earlier than most people expect. One day, it's a slight wobble on the stairs. The next, you find yourself gripping the armrest just to get up from a chair. Hi, I'm Dr. James Miller, and after over a decade of working with seniors, I've come to a truth many overlook. Your legs are not just limbs, they're the foundation of your independence. Lose your leg strength, and everything else, from balance to freedom, starts to unravel. But here's the good news. This isn't irreversible. In fact, with just a few changes to your daily habits, especially your diet, you can restore your strength, reduce your risk of falling, and reclaim your mobility. Let me share a quick story. One of my patients, Mr. Harold, a 74-year-old retired firefighter, once told me after a slip in his kitchen, "Doc, I used to run into burning buildings. Now I'm scared to stand in mine." That moment stayed with me. But after just a few weeks of targeted nutrition, including the 3 superfoods I'm about to share, he was back on his feet, stronger and more confident than he'd been in years. Would you believe that something as simple as what's on your plate could change the way your legs feel? It can, and today, I'll show you how. In this video, you'll discover the top 3 foods to strengthen your legs, improve circulation, reduce joint pain, and even combat something called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that quietly steals your strength. You'll also learn about the hidden daily habits that may be weakening your legs without you even realizing it. But before we continue, I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below with the words, "I choose strength," to declare your commitment to aging with confidence and power. And if this resonates with you so far, please like the video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a single tip to help you stay strong, mobile, and independent. Now let's talk about something most people don't realize. Leg weakness isn't just about muscle fatigue. It's often a warning sign of deeper issues, poor nutrition, circulation problems, and hormonal changes that begin to show up through your legs first. If you've noticed yourself struggling with stairs lately, feeling less steady, or needing more effort just to walk across the room, then this message is for you. Stay with me, because next, we'll dive into why your legs weaken before the rest of your body and what you can do today to change that trajectory and walk confidently into your future. Have you ever stopped to think why your legs feel weaker, even when the rest of your body seems fine? It's not just in your head, and it's not just aging. It's your body sending an early warning signal. In fact, studies show that leg weakness often precedes other signs of decline, including heart issues and cognitive problems. That's because your legs are responsible for some of the heaviest lifting in your daily life, supporting your weight, powering every step, and helping you stay balanced. Think about this. Every time you rise from a chair, climb stairs, or walk to the kitchen, you're using some of the largest muscles in your body. And here's the problem: those muscles demand fuel. They need protein, calcium, vitamin D, and a steady blood supply. If your lifestyle doesn't provide that, if you sit more than you move, if your diet lacks key nutrients, then your legs will be the first to tell you something's wrong. And if nothing changes, that small weakness turns into instability, loss of balance, and eventually, loss of independence. Now let's get a bit more technical for a moment. There's a condition called sarcopenia. You may have heard of it. It's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength due to aging. But what most people don't know is that sarcopenia often begins in your 30s or 40s, progressing silently until the effects are impossible to ignore. Fortunately, it's not inevitable. With the right nutrition, you can prevent, slow, or even reverse it. So what can you actually do about it? You don't need a cabinet full of pills or expensive treatments. You just need to start with your plate. In the next few minutes, I'm going to introduce you to 3 natural, time-tested foods that I personally recommend to every senior patient I work with. These aren't exotic or hard to find, but they are incredibly powerful when consumed consistently. The first one is eggs. These little powerhouses are packed with complete protein, meaning they contain all the essential amino acids your body needs to rebuild muscle. They also deliver vitamin D for bone strength, choline for nerve and brain function, and selenium, a natural antioxidant that protects your muscle tissue. The second superfood is spinach. Used by warriors throughout history, from Roman soldiers to medieval monks, spinach is rich in iron, which helps oxygen reach your muscles, and magnesium, which prevents cramps and promotes relaxation. It's also loaded with vitamin K, essential for joint and bone health. And then there's banana, the sacred fruit of energy. Revered for centuries for its ability to fuel the body, bananas contain potassium, which balances electrolytes and prevents muscle spasms, as well as vitamin B6 and natural carbs to energize and restore tired legs. These three foods may seem simple, but when used together, they form a powerful trifecta for restoring strength, improving circulation, and defending your body against the slow erosion of mobility. Coming up next, I'll show you how to actually use these foods, how to combine them in ways that maximize their benefits, and which habits you should break immediately if you want to keep your legs strong for life. Let's dive into the most common mistakes people make that are silently weakening their legs every day. Eggs, the complete protein for muscle strength. What if one of the most powerful foods for muscle recovery and leg strength was already sitting in your fridge? It's small, affordable, and easy to cook, yet so many people overlook it. I'm talking about eggs, and let me tell you, they're not just breakfast food. They're biological gold when it comes to keeping your muscles strong and your legs steady as you age. Let me share something I've seen time and time again in my patients. Those who eat eggs regularly tend to retain their muscle mass longer, recover faster after walking or exercising, and even report fewer nighttime leg cramps. Why? Because eggs provide exactly what aging muscles need: complete, bioavailable protein. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids, ready to be absorbed and used by your body to rebuild and repair muscle tissue. But the benefits don't stop at protein. Eggs are also one of the best natural sources of vitamin D, which plays a vital role in bone health and muscle function. Without enough vitamin D, your muscles can feel weak, tired, or even painful. And if you're over 60, chances are you're already low in this crucial vitamin, especially if you spend more time indoors. One large egg provides a modest dose of vitamin D, but when combined with other sources and regular exposure to sunlight, it helps form the nutritional foundation for strong legs and stable joints. Now here's something most people miss. Choline, a nutrient found in high amounts in eggs, supports not just your brain, but also the nerve signals that control your muscles. In fact, low choline levels can lead to muscle tremors, poor coordination, and even increased fall risk. As a health professional, I always recommend eggs for older adults who want to protect their mobility and maintain mental clarity. And then we have selenium, a trace mineral with powerful antioxidant effects. Selenium helps protect your muscle cells from oxidative damage caused by inflammation or free radicals. That means less soreness, better recovery, and healthier tissue over time. One of my favorite things about eggs is how versatile they are. Scrambled, boiled, poached, or in an omelet with fresh vegetables, each preparation preserves their core benefits. For a quick morning boost, a hard-boiled egg with a side of avocado and whole grain toast can deliver lasting energy, steady blood sugar, and essential muscle support. So here's your challenge. Try adding 1 to 2 eggs a day into your routine and observe how your legs feel after 2 weeks. For many of my patients, the change is undeniable. They move with more ease. Their balance improves. And most importantly, they feel empowered knowing that one small food can make a big difference. But eggs are just the beginning. Coming up next, we're going to explore a leafy green that was once used by ancient warriors to sustain their strength on long journeys. Packed with iron, magnesium, and antioxidants, it's a leg-strengthening powerhouse in its own right. Let's talk about spinach and why it might be the missing link in your mobility. Spinach, the ancient warrior's secret to strength. What if I told you the same leafy green that ancient warriors relied on for strength is probably sitting untouched in the back of your fridge right now? Yes, I'm talking about spinach, but not just any leafy vegetable. This one has a history rooted in endurance, stamina, and survival. From Arab fighters crossing deserts to monks in medieval Europe surviving long pilgrimages, spinach was used as a natural energy source long before we had protein powders or muscle supplements. In modern science, it confirms what they knew instinctively. Spinach is a nutritional powerhouse, especially when it comes to leg strength, circulation, and muscle recovery. Let me break it down for you. Spinach is incredibly rich in iron, a mineral that helps transport oxygen through your blood. Without enough iron, your muscles don't receive the oxygen they need to function efficiently, leading to weakness, fatigue, and slower recovery after even simple movements like walking or standing up. This is especially crucial for older adults, as iron deficiency is more common than most people think, and its impact on muscle health is often overlooked. But spinach doesn't stop there. It's also high in magnesium, a mineral I consider essential for seniors. Why? Because magnesium helps your muscles relax properly after contraction, reducing the risk of cramps, spasms, and restless legs, especially at night. I've had patients tell me their nightly cramps vanished after they started eating spinach just a few times a week. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. Spinach is loaded with vitamin K, which plays a vital role in bone strength and joint protection. As you age, your bones naturally lose density, but vitamin K helps keep calcium in your bones, where it belongs, and out of your arteries, where it can cause harm. That means fewer joint pains, stronger support for your muscles, and better balance. And we can't ignore the antioxidants in spinach, like lutein and zeaxanthin, which protect your muscle and nerve cells from oxidative stress. These compounds help slow down muscle aging and keep your tissues healthy and resilient. But none of this matters if you're not eating it regularly. The good news? Spinach is easy to add to your meals. Lightly saute it with olive oil and garlic for a quick side dish. Blend it into your morning smoothie with banana and almond milk, or toss it fresh into a salad with some boiled egg and seeds. However you choose to eat it, the nutrients remain powerful and effective. Spinach isn't just a leafy green. It's a tool, a daily ally for anyone serious about staying strong and mobile. And speaking of mobility, there's one more food I want to introduce. It's portable, sweet, and often underestimated. Yet it may be the key to eliminating muscle cramps, restoring energy, and keeping your legs moving freely. Let's talk about the power of bananas and why your muscles might be craving one right now. The sacred fruit of energy. What if your best defense against leg cramps, fatigue, and muscle weakness wasn't a pill or a supplement, but a fruit so sacred, it's been revered for centuries? Yes, we're talking about the banana, a food so powerful that it was once offered in religious rituals in ancient India and carried by Olympic athletes in ancient Greece. And today, it might just be the missing key in your journey to stronger, steadier legs. You've probably eaten bananas before, but have you ever seen them as fuel for mobility? As a doctor, I can't count how many times a patient complained about nighttime leg cramps, only to discover they were low in potassium, a vital mineral that bananas provide in abundance. Potassium helps regulate electrolyte balance, enabling your muscles to contract and relax properly. When this balance is disrupted, cramps, spasms, and even dangerous falls can occur. But the benefits don't stop at potassium. Bananas are also rich in vitamin B6, a nutrient that supports the production of hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells responsible for carrying oxygen to your muscles. More oxygen equals better performance, faster recovery, and less fatigue. That's why bananas are a favorite among athletes, and why I often recommend them to my older patients looking to boost energy and circulation naturally. What's more, bananas offer natural carbohydrates, your body's primary source of quick energy. Unlike processed sugars that spike and crash, the carbs in bananas release slowly and steadily, making them the ideal snack before a walk, after exercise, or even mid-afternoon when your legs start to feel heavy. And let's not forget about manganese, a trace mineral found in bananas that supports both bone health and muscle repair. It plays a key role in collagen production, which helps maintain flexibility in your joints and reduces stiffness, an all-too-common complaint among seniors. Now here's the part one love. Bananas are incredibly easy to work into your routine. Peel and eat one as a morning snack. Slice it over Greek yogurt with chia seeds, or blend it into a smoothie with spinach, almond milk, and a touch of cinnamon for an anti-cramp powerhouse. I've seen patients regain stamina, reduce leg pain, and even sleep better just by adding one banana a day to their diet. It's amazing how something so simple, so sweet, can have such a profound effect on your strength and mobility. But eating right is just one piece of the puzzle. Even the best superfoods can't overcome the damage caused by poor habits that quietly weaken your legs day after day. So, what are the silent mistakes that could be sabotaging your progress without you even realizing it? Coming up next, we'll uncover the daily habits that accelerate leg weakness and how small changes can lead to lasting strength. Let's take a look at what you might need to stop doing, starting today. What if I told you the biggest threat to your leg strength isn't aging, but what you're doing every single day without even realizing it? Yes, your daily habits, small, seemingly harmless routines, could be slowly draining the power from your legs, shortening your stride, and increasing your risk of falls. I've seen this play out again and again with my older patients. They're not weak because they're old. They're weak because no one told them what to stop doing. Let's start with the most common culprit, a sedentary lifestyle. Sitting for long hours, whether it's at a desk, on the couch, or in bed, leads to something called muscle atrophy, which means your muscles start to shrink from lack of use. The legs are hit hardest. Why? Because they support your entire body weight and are designed for movement. When you stop using them, they stop working. And what's worse, prolonged sitting slows circulation, which means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reach your muscles, starving them over time. Now, let's talk about protein deficiency. You may think you're eating enough, but after 60, your body becomes less efficient at processing protein. That means you need more of it, not less. Protein is the building block of muscle repair and growth. Without it, your muscles can't recover properly, even from small daily activities. I always recommend spreading protein throughout the day with sources like eggs, beans, fish, or Greek yogurt. Another sneaky issue is dehydration. Most people don't associate water with muscle strength, but your muscles are made up of about 75% water. When you're dehydrated, your muscles become stiff, prone to cramping, and slower to respond. Especially in warm weather or after physical activity, even mild dehydration can reduce muscle performance and recovery. Keep a water bottle near you at all times, and don't wait until you're thirsty to drink. And then there's the damage caused by inflammatory foods, highly processed snacks, sugary drinks, and fast food loaded with trans fats and sodium. These foods create chronic inflammation that weakens your joints, stiffens your muscles, and slows healing. Instead, choose anti-inflammatory whole foods like berries, leafy greens, nuts, and olive oil to nourish your legs from the inside out. Lastly, don't overlook vitamin and mineral deficiencies. Low levels of calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, and iron are extremely common in older adults, and all of them are essential for muscle contractions, bone density, and endurance. The result? Weak legs, poor balance, and increased fall risk. That's why diet variety and occasional blood testing matters more than ever after 60. The bottom line? Your legs don't just weaken from age, they weaken from neglect. But here's the good news. Every one of these habits is reversible. And once you start replacing them with healthy routines, your legs will begin to respond with better stability, strength, and confidence. Up next, I'll show you how to bring everything together using the 3 superfoods we discussed into one powerful, easy-to-make recipe that supports muscle recovery, reduces inflammation, and gives your legs the fuel they've been waiting for. Let's move on to the special smoothie that could help transform your mobility, one sip at a time. What if I told you that in less than 5 minutes a day, you could blend your way to stronger legs, fewer cramps, and better balance, starting with a smoothie? It may sound too simple, but I've seen this exact recipe help my older patients reclaim mobility, reduce pain, and feel energized again, all with ingredients found in nearly every kitchen. Here's the thing. Your muscles are constantly breaking down and rebuilding, especially as you age. But without the right nutrients at the right time, that rebuilding process slows down dramatically. That's where the smoothie comes in. It combines targeted ingredients that support muscle recovery, reduce inflammation, and enhance blood flow, all in one delicious drink. Let's go through what you'll need and why each part matters. Yellow Circle 2 ripe bananas. Bananas are rich in potassium, which helps prevent muscle cramps by maintaining proper electrolyte balance. They also provide natural carbohydrates that fuel your body with sustained energy, making them perfect for pre- or post-walk nourishment. Green Circle 2 tablespoons of fresh spinach. Spinach is packed with iron and magnesium, 2 minerals essential for muscle performance and recovery. Iron improves oxygen transport to muscles, while magnesium helps prevent cramping and supports relaxation. White Circle 1 boiled egg. It might sound unusual in a smoothie, but trust me, it works. Eggs contain complete protein, vitamin D, and choline, supporting muscle repair, bone strength, and nerve communication. When blended with the other ingredients, the flavor disappears, but the nutritional value stays. Honey Pot 1 tablespoon of raw honey, a natural energy source. Honey helps with sustained energy release and has mild anti-inflammatory properties to help your joints and muscles recover faster. Coconut 200 milliliters of unsweetened plant-based milk or coconut water. These provide hydration and are rich in minerals like calcium and magnesium, both of which are vital for strong bones and smooth muscle function. Add all ingredients into a blender. Blend until smooth. Drink immediately to enjoy the full nutrient load while it's fresh. You can add a few ice cubes if you prefer it chilled. This smoothie is ideal in the morning, when your muscles need fuel for the day, or within 30 to 60 minutes after physical activity to aid in recovery and reduce soreness. I've had patients drink this smoothie 3 to 4 times a week, and within weeks, they noticed fewer cramps, more energy, and better leg stability, especially when combined with light exercise and proper hydration. It's not magic. It's intentional nutrition, and it works. Now that you have the tools and the recipe, there's just one more piece of the puzzle left: consistency. So in our final segment, I'll show you how to turn this knowledge into lasting habits, so your legs stay strong not just for weeks, but for years. Let's wrap up with a message of action, motivation, and hope. Stay with me. If you've made it this far, let me say this: I'm proud of you. Not just for watching the video, but for choosing to care about your health, your body, and your future. That decision alone sets you apart from so many who silently accept weakness and decline as an inevitable part of aging. But as we've just learned, it doesn't have to be that way. Your legs don't have to give out before your spirit does. You can be strong. You can be steady. And you can be independent, no matter your age. You've now seen how the strength in your legs is often the first warning sign of deeper imbalances in your body. We talked about the science behind why your legs weaken, everything from sarcopenia to poor circulation to nutrient deficiencies, and how that loss of strength isn't just physical. It affects your confidence, your ability to go for a walk, climb stairs, or even stand up without hesitation. And yet, through simple changes, like adjusting your diet, improving your hydration, moving more intentionally, and breaking silent habits, you can completely transform how your legs feel, how you move, and how you live. We also explored 3 powerful superfoods: eggs, spinach, and bananas, each with their own unique ability to rebuild muscle, improve circulation, and support balance. And if you're like most people I work with, you probably thought, it can't be that simple. But that's the beauty of it. It is simple. The hardest part isn't knowing what to do. It's doing it consistently. That's why I gave you a practical tool to start with: the smoothie. It's not just a recipe, it's a routine. A small, daily act of care for your body. Now, here's where you come in. Speech balloon, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell me, which part of today's video spoke to you the most? Have you tried any of these foods before? Have you felt your legs changing over time? And what will you do differently starting today? And if you found value in this video, please don't keep it to yourself. Hit the like button, because that helps YouTube show this content to more people who need it. Subscribe to the channel and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video filled with real, science-backed tools to help you stay strong, mobile, and independent as you age. Remember, it's never too late to start. Whether you're 55, 65, or 85, you can begin today. Small, consistent steps create powerful, long-term results. Your legs carry you through life. Let's start giving them the care and respect they deserve. Thank you for being here. Thank you for taking this journey with me. And most of all, thank yourself for choosing strength, one step at a time.